You don't have anything that was suspicious. No figures, no people that showed up late, inexplicably, nothing.
No. These kids were gonna be like the next big thing had this had gone according to plan. I mean, for the most part, they're getting exposure, but they're not getting the credit, that I think they are, that is, owed to them. If had they stayed alive, most of them, I guess, they would be reaping the benefits of what's going on right now.
That's true. That's true. In fact, that would be the ideal situation for them to enjoy the fruits of this. And
so that's what I said. Because you know what I'm saying? Because I mean, I don't know anybody that wouldn't want to be on camera. Even the most shy and ugly people in the world, they want to be on camera. Shit, we see them on TV all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what the big deal was. There was no problem with them being filmed. People are filmed all the time at parties or wherever it is, and
well, they have a right to their privacy. They have a right to their own lives.
Yeah, but when you're at a party, there's nothing that's private. There is no privacy at parties.
Again, I think you may have a couple of civil suits from some parents that may contradict that, but that's not my concern and that's not my jurisdiction. We will end with this. We want to have a follow-up interview with you. We want to set up. Until this phone dies on her end, we are still tracking that down. We haven't got premiering, which again turns my stomach sick. But it's two Thursdays from now. I mean, at 8 or something. back towards me.
In the still of the night, I held you tight. How I love you so. I promise I'll never let you go. In the still of the night, in the still of the night, I remember that day. The stars were bright up above. I hope and I pray to keep your precious love. So before the night, hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night. All right.
That was awesome.
Here.
Couch.
Walk here. See, running him and then come to at the end. Same thing. Pass me.
That's excellent. Good. Excellent. Good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, maybe turn your so because I'm getting your face now. Yeah, I'm getting your profile. Good. Like as if you're. Yeah, that's awesome. Cool.
Excellent. All right, walk.
Like? I'd like to learn how to sing like that.
Go. Well, no, we're just gonna do one drink. You'll see.
One drink. You do share responsibility under ERISA 338. Very important. You got to take it in writing. Otherwise, you really have nothing, and you're an independent guy.
Yeah, he's been independent for a while.
See, should we be done?
Yeah, and now you're finishing. Now you're getting now. Listen. You're listening. You're being quiet. Listening.
That is so wild.
Here, I'll test the lights for you.
There you go. Excellent. Perfect. Okay.
All right, Bobby. So now I want you to do go. Hold on now. Slow down. I want to see you look at me first. Hold on. And I'm close up. You're looking. Okay. Don't look at the camera. Don't look past me. All right, and hold it there. Hold it there, good. They're giving you bad news. React to it, don't overact, but react. You just got bad news. I want to see a frustration. That's good, okay? And then just be like, all right, whatever, now you're done.
All right, thanks.
Take it, good, now you're doing it. Excellent, take your time, very good. Okay, now I'm getting a close-up of the gun, so just slow it down. So now we're mini cutting. I'm just getting a tight shot. Stay where you were. You just threw your jacket, so put your thing back on. Yeah, keep that on where it was, and we're gonna pick it up right from that moment. Right, take it. What?
Just take your right shoulder off first.
It's really tight for me to do.
And move your arms blocking the gun. So you gotta yeah. There you go. So flash it again. Do it one more time. Look at me and then flash it.
Same thing?
Yep, do it again. Okay, turn. All right, pull it out to the right, 4 inches to the right, your ID. Good, okay. All right, good, now look at me. Past me, good.
It's set up for me.
Is that all right, Tim?
That's good, yep.
Just sat down?
Yeah,
You know
good.
what you could do if you want to see the gun, when you take it off, hang it over this back chair.
That's a good idea. That's what we'll do. Yeah, well, second take will do that. Good.
Okay. All right.
So you're going to be the next Bruce Willis.
Yep. You're my debut actor. Yep.
Except Bruce Willis didn't want to work with M. Night in the beginning because he was a nobody. Bobby, I don't think he's got the same. He'll work with anybody. All right, so now do the pour. Slow. It's a slow pour. Yeah, like a ritualistic pour.
Hold on, this is really. There we go.
No more than 2 fingers.
Yep, that's just a finger right there, I think. Good, that's good. Now hold it more. Yeah, hold it. Good. You're thinking. This is good. I can put voiceover over this. You're piecing it together. Look out the window in a way that's thoughtful. Like you're thinking, you're putting a theory together. It's all coming together, all the pieces. Excellent. That's a really good shot. Hold on. Looking in there. Yeah, look. You're looking around. Yeah. Now, you don't. I'm not there, so you're frustrated, like Cy. All right, now do it again. Now get, yeah, that's good. Now get him. Now flash him again.
Do the same thing.
Yep.
Start all over.
Just but give me a long look right there. Long look. You're pissed, and now go towards him. Excellent. I love it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Good. I'm getting your hand right now on the glass. Maybe tap your hands a bit. First drink. I mean, not like some. All right. Now, when you're ready, hold on. Yeah, you can stare at the drink a bit. Okay. Go. Whenever you want. Yeah, don't laugh, but I bet you that was damn good. That looked good. All right, that's excellent. I like it. I'm gonna get the empty glass. Excellent. You can move your hand. Yeah, you can be done like you're done with it. Okay. All right, good. That's good. Now I'm just getting a shot of it wide, and then we're just gonna do the gun thing again, close up, and then we're done with that, and then we'll move on. Go.
Done it.
All right, so you had a good time this
You are
weekend?
starting to ball.
I'll catch you later,
There's
sir.
nothing to worry about. It's over and done.
It's like if
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, if you get a time, if you've time before dinner, maybe you could hop on Google real quick and I mean it's no big deal. It's just if you get a chance. I mean don't stress out over it and put in a search for defense attorneys, maybe OJ's people if they're still around. No, I'm not under arrest. I'm just the leading suspect. Like, all right, okay, bye. When they like freak out over every smallest little. We could get the wife down here and do the the tape recorders, detectives, the whole your whole spiel you do, or I could get you in the mutual fund and you could retire in 60 days, because I like to help out my friends and we're friends, right? Kind of. I think we've gotten to know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah, if you get a time, if you've time before dinner, maybe you could hop on Google real quick and I mean it's no big deal. It's just if you get a chance. I mean don't stress out over it and put in a search for defense attorneys, maybe OJ's people if they're still around. No, I'm not under arrest. I'm just the leading suspect. Like, all right, okay, bye. When they like freak out over every smallest little. We could get the wife down here and do the the tape recorders, detectives, the whole your whole spiel you do, or I could get you in the mutual fund and you could retire in 60 days, because I like to help out my friends and we're friends, right? Kind of. I think we've gotten to know each other pretty well.
Yeah, we're friends.
To be honest, I've been a little embarrassed about the whole, Angie dumping me thing. I felt a little stupid. So it kind of sucked. Kind of felt like an ass. It's been kind of my own little world. I've made a lot of new friends. I've kind of been hanging with a new crowd. Kind of like the popular crowd. I go to like wine tastings, the horse races, art galleries, Broadway plays. I haven't really spoken to anyone since the shindig.
Most of the cameras are the newest technology. There were some that were as small as a Tic Tac, so that the events of that evening could be recorded. We haven't ruled out blackmail as another possible motive.
This is a lot to hear. I didn't know about. Why am I so like out of the loop?
Other ones that were a little bit more obvious.
Like The Real World?
I'm not familiar with that show, but suffices to say that there were very small cameras present throughout the home.
Was there like a control room or something with all the little videos or what?
We'd like to think that they caught most of the pertinent events of that evening. Designed, from what we could gather, so that there would be no corner that would not be filmed.
How would they, someone have like a camera phone or something?
Are you telling me that you weren't aware that there were over 400 miniature cameras recording all of the events of that evening?
What are you talking about? 400? Where were the cameras? I didn't see any cameras.
It appeared as though they weren't going to have any dead
It was
zones.
just a party. I mean, it wasn't 400.
Situated throughout the house.
That's why. So that's like a ridiculous amount of cameras.
We're still trying to piece together exactly why.
Like I could understand maybe like one for each room and one for outside, but 400. That's like a little creepy. Why the cameras?
Those cameras were there, but I can tell you, with millions of dollars worth of artwork and a beautiful house like that, obviously whoever rented this place wanted to protect their investment quite a bit.
It's just weird. I mean, I didn't like him. I don't want to sound like a dick. I don't care. I don't really care about him.
Did he arrive there with anybody?
He had a girl with him, like a female version of himself. She had like a girl Scott, a femme Scott, if you will.
This guy, the gentleman in the ascot, and the girl in the scarf. You said you thought that they were snobby.
Yeah, you know what it was? They were kind of like phonies, kind of two-faced. Like they'd say something really nice. Oh, Craig, I love your jacket. You know, like 20 minutes later, like what a stupid fucking jacket, and just talking shit about everyone. And she was, you know, kind of like snobby. That's like the impression I got.
Okay.
I mean, he called me stupid, and I kind of got in his face.
You actually heard them talking negatively about some of the other partygoers then?
Yeah, they made me feel crappy too because I didn't have any money. Like, you know, $48. They were like, they thought it was some kind of like deadbeat or something.
Was Mr. Ascot drinking a beer or a glass of wine?
He had, you know, like a tall, fancy wine glass, pinky out most of the evening. She was like real freaked out, you know, about becoming an adult, because it's a big step. It's kind of like the death of being you're not a kid anymore. We're adults, and she was having a really hard time. She was just kind of freaking out, and along with the mushrooms, it was just kind of some weird combination. It's crazy.
How do you know she had mushrooms?
What she told us. You know, we were hanging out, and she's like, "Yeah, I got some shrooms."
Did she offer you the mushrooms?
She didn't offer me the mushrooms. She knows I'm not a mushroom guy.
Yeah. Was anybody else taking the mushrooms with her?
Yes.
And
on the mushrooms, I think maybe her future self was on the mushrooms too, and they were like tripping together.
so she's on the mushrooms, and she's babbling on about 2012 or Y2K or whatever it is that she was all upset.
2012, because you never want to do it alone.
All right, same difference. Was anybody else there getting upset?
Yeah, there was this girl, this black girl. She was the girlfriend of the rocker's assistant, or not assistant, but like mentor. Dude, she was like a total bitch on wheels. Man, and I never knew what that meant until I met her. Think about like the bitchiest girl you've ever met times like 2.
What did she do that was so bitchy?
Just like angry at everyone and everything. You know, they say that most girls are on the rag 5 days out of the month. She was like 30 days out of the month on the rag, PMS all the time. PMS, permanent PMS, total bitch. A lot of the finger, like black girls do that, and they were going at it too. She's valedictorian, like super duper smart. You are the weakest link. Goodbye, type lady.
I know who you're talking about. So this girl, who's a real bitch, your word, not mine, is at the party and she's affected by some of the 2012 stuff. Is she fighting with the girl in the mushrooms?
She's just fighting with everybody. Just like she has beef with, the whole party. Every single girl. Yeah. Frenemy?
Yeah. They travel in the same circles, but they don't like each other.
Maybe that makes a lot of sense right there.
Okay. So this girl that was carrying on and being difficult, did she get into any physical confrontations with any of the other girls there that you saw? Did this girl get into any fights with any of the other girls at the party?
No, just kind of, like...
Wait, so this girl's fighting with the rock star's buddy?
Yeah, well, they're dating. They're like boyfriend and girlfriend.
So they were together?
Yes.
Okay. And, was he trying to, like, calm her down from fighting with the other girls? What's he doing when she's fighting with these other girls?
I think he tells her to calm down. And girls hate when you tell them to calm down. I don't know if you had any experience with that, but
But he was having his own beef with the rock star.
But at the same time, he was having his own beef with the rock star, and I guess she was upset about that too, because she feels like she's the only one who's allowed to be upset, because that's how bitches are sometimes.
All right. So she's very self-centered.
Yeah.
Selfish.
Oh yeah. Yes.
She started fighting with some of the other girls. Do you recall when the last time you saw her that evening was?
I guess towards the end of it.
Well, what time did you go to bed?
I just kind of passed out. Like the wee hours of the morning, like as the sun was coming up, we all just kind of crashed on the floor.
You ended up sleeping in the library? Is that correct?
Yes.
Who else was in the library when you were making your pallet to go to sleep?
A pallet? That guy with the scarf around.
What, like Fred from Scooby-Doo? What are you talking about?
No, not kind of like Fred from. It's like if Fred from Scooby-Doo had a makeover. Like, what do you call it? Ascot? I thought it looked pretty stupid, to be honest. I told him I liked it, but that was just me being polite. He was there. Well, he helped me he talked to me about my girlfriend after she dumped me.
You're saying you and he were getting along well?
Not well. He was kind of a dick, actually. He was kind of, like, if he invited me over for dinner, I don't think I'd come up with an excuse or something. Kind of, like, whiny about everything, and, like, depressed, and he didn't have anything to be depressed about. He was kind of a dick, really. I mean, I don't really care for him. I guess a little bit of a douchebag. He kind of helped me through. I didn't really have anyone else, and he was kind of a shoulder to, an ascot to cry on.
This guy in the ascot, did he tell you his name?
No, we talked.
I can tell you that he won't be inviting you over to dinner. He ended up hanging himself that evening.
He hung himself?
That's right, with the ascot.
That's crazy.
Apparently he is a member of the Rockefeller clan. Proved that they could be a success without all the perks and responsibilities and handouts that come with being a Rockefeller.
What the fuck, man? He killed himself? I just talked to him. The stupid ascot. The silly Scooby-Doo ascot. When he got home, or what?
No, he hung himself. That's right. That evening, he had changed his name in order to...
How did he do it?
he went into the bathroom. He tied his ascot around the metal shower curtain.
He hung himself.
He hung himself.
It doesn't seem stupid anymore.
Well, are you saying that you're, when you were...
That's a crazy question, but no, I haven't. Why?
Freshman year?
Truth or dare, Craig.
The truth.
Would you marry Angie?
Would I marry Angie? God, man, what kind of question is that? I think, like the real question, like the real question you should be asking, is like would she marry me? Like, you want a drink, buddy? Angie, you're beautiful. The last 4 years have been freaking the best 4 years of my life. Will you marry me?
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah? Fuck yeah. I kept the receipt, like if you want to like return it, like if it doesn't fit.
Oh, okay.
If your fingers grow or something.
I don't think it actually
Yeah.
fits. Okay.
Great. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I see?
Look at that shit, man.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Oh, look at the diamonds and the ring thingy. And the...
The ring thingy, man. Hell yeah.
The ring thingy.
Happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Congrats, Ian.
We're gonna be like we're gonna do wonderful things together. We're gonna be like a powerful like Dolce and Gabbana or like Popeye and olive oil. You know, Romeo and Juliet, Craig and Angie. Cheers.
Craig and Angie. Cheers. Congrats, Ian. Thanks.
Yeah, you know, I just figured what better time? We're becoming adults, and I've got to do something grown up. You know, I thought maybe I could grow a beard, a goatee or something, but then I thought, you know, I don't look good with a beard. I thought I'd just marry you instead.
Thanks.
$1,000 it'll make it a Christmas.
Bet. That's a crazy question, but no, I haven't. Why?
Freshman year?
Truth or dare, Craig.
The truth.
Would you marry Angie?
Would I marry Angie? God, man, what kind of question is that? I think, like the real question, like the real question you should be asking, is like would she marry me? Like, you want a drink, buddy? Angie, you're beautiful. The last 4 years have been freaking the best 4 years of my life. Will you marry me?
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah? Fuck yeah. I kept the receipt, like if you want to like return it, like if it doesn't fit.
Oh, okay.
If your fingers grow or something.
I don't think it actually
Yeah.
fits. Okay.
Great. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I see?
Look at that shit, man.
Oh, look at the diamonds and the ring thingy. And the...
Like it should,
The ring thingy, man. Hell yeah.
the ring thingy.
Happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Congrats, Ian.
We're gonna be like we're gonna do wonderful things together. We're gonna be like a powerful like Dolce and Gabbana, or like Popeye and olive oil. You know, Romeo and Juliet, Craig and Angie. Cheers.
Congrats, Ian. Thanks.
Yeah, you know, I just figured what better time? We're becoming adults, and I've got to do something grown up. You know, I thought maybe I could grow a beard, a goatee or something, but then I thought, you know, I don't look good with a beard. I thought I'd just marry you instead.
Thanks.
$1,000 it'll make it a Christmas.
Bet.
I respectfully decline to respond to that because you should have the last word anyway.
Done it.
All right, so you have a good time
You
this
are
weekend?
starting the ball.
I'll catch you later, sir. All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
What do you think? Give me. Just I want to hear what you think.
So you're telling me that she accepted your proposal, then rejected you?
You know, I took a shot and it didn't work out. That's life, man. You get back on the horse. Fucking Seabiscuit.
And you looked like a fool. And then made out with another guy and you caught her. She made a joke out of you.
Shit, man.
Move on.
Move on. Be happy for her.
There's nothing you can do.
That's what she wants. Kissing strange men with nice blue shirts. Where do you even get a shirt like that? I hate all my clothes.
She broke
Hell
your
yeah.
heart and you're over it?
Yeah, you know, like when you think about it, like I think I'd be like, you know, a mess right now, but you know, I love her that much. She's great. Like, you know, this is what I don't want her to be with me if she's miserable. I hope we'll be friends forever. We can still talk on the phone and have coffee, have brunch. So, you know, she knows her way around, you know, cheese omelet.
You're an idiot. I think of all the stupid fucking people I've met tonight. You're by far the stupidest. It's kind of...
You said I'm the stupidest. What? Like, what?
I don't... You're a fuck it. Do you not see yourself? I mean, she, in front of everyone, accepted your proposal and then rejects you and then makes out with another guy at this party.
Yeah. I guess I'm stupid. Or you don't know. You're stupid. Your scarf is stupid. I'm the smartest. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I'm a winner. You know.
Stupid shit happens to stupid people, and
try to be like this sophisticated, you know, sexy guy with your fancy boots, your fancy jackets, all fancy, you know, sexy guy. But you do stupid things. You seem like you have stupid moments. Anything recently that you could think of maybe make me feel a little better?
I mean,
you're a stupid little man. I'm not the only stupid one in this room. Anything stupid you've done?
I've been getting a little too drunk. And
like, write this down. You fucking
may
idiot.
have
You're a fucking idiot.
Crashed a car. But you know what?
You fucking idiot.
About it. Stop drinking. Stop driving.
Jonathan, you know, if that's how you feel.
In your stupid little chair. What are your goals?
Stop driving.
You know, if that's how you feel.
I don't need goals.
Jonathan, you know, if that's how you feel.
What do you believe in?
Jonathan, you know, if that's how you feel.
I don't.
Jonathan, you know, if that's how you feel.
Why don't you have any goals?
Jonathan, you know, if that's how you feel.
I mean, what do I need?
What do you have? You don't have any. What do you got? A few dollars?
Jonathan, you know, if that's how you feel. Jonathan, you know, if that's how you feel.
A big wad of money in your pocket.
Jonathan, you know, if that's how you feel.
You know, money can't buy happiness. Because you seem like a sad little lonely man with your money. And I'm not Mr. Moneybags.
I have everything I need. And anything I want.
Like what? Do you have love? Do you love somebody? Does somebody love you? What do you want? Do you have love? You know, answer the question.
What has love done for you?
It's done a lot for me, man. It's made me who I am. Fucking Craig, man. You know, I look in the mirror and I feel good about who I am. You know, I'm kind of proud of who I am. I kind of like myself. I looked like a fool in a room full of fools. You're a fool. Have you ever had your heart broken? Have you, personally?
Yes, we all have, I think. I learned not to trust people.
Cynicism is the goal of love, to be cynical like you?
There's nothing we can change. Nothing,
if anything,
any of us can do about anything. So why have anything but cynicism? I mean, I think that's all we've got.
You know, I think that God's got a plan for me, and I'm gonna meet a great girl, and she's gonna be hot, and she's gonna be nice, and she's gonna have big old boobs, and she's gonna, you know, think I'm funny and cute, and she's gonna want to marry me, and she's gonna want to have my little, you know, goofy looking babies.
Well, best of luck to you. I believe that life is about getting what you want, being whatever you want, and...
Do you have everything you want?
No, and I'm never gonna get it. You know, that shit's gonna happen that we can't change. I'm not going to make myself look like a fool.
You know, if you're afraid to look like a fool, you're never gonna have anything worth having, because everyone's made an ass out of themselves. The guy who invented the light bulb, whatever fucking his name is, he fell a bunch of times. People were laughing at him, but he's awesome now. You know, we got all these lights. You want to be here in the dark?
I mean, I've learned a little from you tonight, and it's strange, but maybe there is more to life than cynicism, but I don't see how. But I'm telling you that life is shit, and there's nothing but cynicism.
Nothing is done. Forget the monologue. I think I got what I needed for me.
I kind of refreshing. I mean, I guess you love her. That's what we've learned.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like, you know, just like, you know, I don't want her to hate our lives together. Like her mom and dad, they can't be in the same room together for more than 5 minutes without, you know, ripping each other's heads off. I don't want that. I don't want her to rip my head off like some kind of, you know, praying mantis. I don't know.
Say, stupid how? What did you mean by that?
What? Back to what you said. What? Like,
I mean,
elaborate
come on.
that a little bit for me. You know, I learned a lot, you know.
Life is stupid. You've learned that, and it's interesting, if not inspiring.
Have you done something stupid recently? Like, can you relate to me?
Have you ever done anything stupid? You could be...
You know, I guess, I've done stupid
shit.
Like
what? What stupid shit?
I mean, you know, we all do shit.
Yeah, what kind of shit?
Well, you know,
so he doesn't have to look like a fool.
Finish up with this, please.
I don't do this. I don't want to argue with you. I'm feeling good. I don't want to do that. Ruin it. Just, you know, what do you...
kids were going to be like the next big thing had this had gone according to plan. I mean, for the most part, they're getting exposure, but they're not getting the credit, that I think they are, that is, owed to them. If had they stayed alive, most of them, I guess, they would be reaping the benefits of what's going on right now. The most shy and ugly people in the world, they might be on camera. Sure, we see them on TV all the time, you know what I'm saying? I don't see what the big deal was. There was no problem with them being filmed. People are filmed all the time at parties or wherever it is, and
the right to their own lives.
Yeah, if you're at a party, there's nothing that's private. There is no privacy at parties.
concern, and that's not my jurisdiction. We will end with this. We want to have a follow-up interview with you. We want to set up. Until this phone dies on her end, we are still tracking that down. We haven't got premiering, which again turns my stomach sick. But what? It's 2 Thursdays from now. I mean, at 8 or something.
One of those girls who's gonna wait around for a guy. You have to be fucking kidding me. I have so many options, which I'm not throwing it in your face, but I'm not fucking doing this anymore if I'm not gonna get what I want. What I want is you, but if that's not an option, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go live my life, and it's probably what I should do anyway.
Stop. You know that's an option. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm taking care of this. I'm gonna take care of this tonight. There's nothing to worry about.
You've been saying that for so long. Oh my god.
Yeah, 1 second. I'm on the phone.
Open the door.
I'm coming. Just 1 second.
Why is the door locked?
What? I'm on the phone.
You want to know about the party? I mean, I'll tell you about the party. I'll tell you fucking everything you want to know. I lied about the drugs. I'm totally full of shit. There was tons of fucking drugs. There was marijuana. There was cocaine. There was H. There was shrooms. There was a fucking mattress filled with weed. It was crazy, man. There was girls kissing girls, guys kissing girls, blowjobs, sodomy, a girl giving a donkey a lap dance, girls dancing and ripping off each other's clothes and rubbing each other down with food, like whipped cream and chocolate sauce, and I think even tartar sauce, and condiments that aren't even sexy, like mustards and pickle whip. Girl on girl, guy on guy, guy on guy on girl on guy, and like weird stuff like that I've never even heard of. People use beluga caviar as lubrication for sex, and they had dildos made out of the tusks of an elephant. People just running around naked, screaming in the backyard. We had a greased up watermelon. It was a great party. You should have came. We would have loved to have had you. You're a very good looking guy. It would have been great to have you there. I love your eyes. You could get lost in them. And you know, I'd like to watch. I'd like backstage passes to that show.
You want to know what I think? I think you had a bunch of 21-year-olds in a house together, and they decided that they were going to have the party to end all parties, film the entire thing. Someone, and I don't know for sure who yet, decided that their real life was more interesting than some of the lives that you see on reality TV, and used that as stock footage to market this to various outlets.
Yes, sir. So if I explain myself enough, is that an adequate explanation for the occurrences that have occurred today?
I just want to go through this one more time, make sure I got it right.
That's understandable, sir.
These little boys and girls,
snot knows every one of them,
fooled you into thinking they were all dead in a fire. Is that right?
Well, sir, I watched the footage. I saw the obituary. I watched the funeral footage. I bought into it like the rest of America. Yeah, I admit, convicted, guilty.
And in fact, in reality, if you'll pardon the expression, they are all alive.
Every last one of them, sir. Apparently, yeah. Every last one of them. Yeah. Turns out they faked it all. To induce us with fraudulent intent to air and broadcast their part.
That's the word. Fraudulence.
Yep.
They made a fool of you, and you made a fool of me. You took me long for the humiliation.
Sir, I did not.
And the money.
Well, the money, I do admit, was an incentive, but I did not mean for it to reflect poorly upon you, upon the company and corporation of Comcast or NBC or Universal or any subsidiary.
But it did, boy, it did. It surely did. I am humiliated. I may even be ruined.
Sir, I would like to draw your attention to the silver lining.
You are so lucky. I am not a shooting man.
Except when it's duck season, hunt. You're going hunting today. I mean, Now,
except for ducks, that's right.
And I believe you were on that trip with Dick Cheney when he shot that gentleman. Wasn't that you on that trip?
No, that was a rumor.
Okay. Well, sir, I do respect that you have an aversion to the firearms, but I would like to say that the silver lining implicit in all this is the fact that we get a season 2. But these trials, these charges, they're going to be part of the fabric of season 2. Well, the cameras will be rolling. These people will have to get out on bail, and they'll be talking and getting interviews, and they'll have to go get jobs and all that. Anklet, bracelet, electronic monitoring. I think we got ourselves one exciting twist here. This is going to be like the Real Housewives meets, the real convicts. It's like these guys are going to jail, but until they do, I think we got some good television left in us. So,
do we know where they are?
Well, you know what? I got the feelers out right now, and I got an investigator, and I got the investigator who's found me the filmmaker. Now, when I talk to that filmmaker who's coming in here right here today, he's going to come in here right here now. I got to talk to this attorney. He comes in here, and I get some answers out of that boy, and I'm going to get that jet, and I'm going to fly down, and I know they're in the island somewhere, because I got an IP address when I got one of these suspicious emails that was leaked to me by one of them disgruntled types that go down there. See, it turns out there was an internal rift from the group inside. Turns out that paradise was not found south in the islands as they thought it would be. They got the money. They were getting those checks from charities. They had insurance on all their lives, plus the building that went down in flames. They had all the money in the world. Turns out they couldn't live together. And get this, here's another silver lining. I found out through my particular sources and sources of information that may be confidential, that they had filmed themselves not only at the party where they allegedly died, but in anticipation of this very day where they will be caught, they filmed themselves in the island where they will all live, real world style, all together in one home. Turns out that they had this huge mansion on one of them little islands, and everything was filmed. So we got ourselves a season 2 and 3. We'll make season 2 the island, season 3 the trial, season 4 we'll put it in their jail cells. We got them. We own them for the rest of their lives, doing their lives. So it's a bad day for PR. I swear it is a bad day. God damn it. You put that Confederate flag at half mast. I swear I recognize that, but the silver lining is
starting to intrigue me a little.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it's like Kathleen Turner at the end of that movie Body Heat.
Another one of them old gentlemen mentioned Body Heat today when the man from Variety, that Army Archer fella, he called me about that. I said, Body Heat?
What are you talking about? Some body. I haven't seen any picture before 1981. What's his body? 1991.
Well, that's your mistake, boss.
Wait, you tell me about what is this body heat reference that he's making?
Kathleen Turner lured William Hurt into killing her husband. And he took the rap. Unbeknownst to him, she had made arrangements to leave the country. She wanted to live on a tropical island, just under her yearbook picture. And that is exactly what happened. He is in prison. She is on a tropical island.
So you're saying that an actual crime was committed by this gentleman, and he went to jail for crimes that she had manipulated him into committing.
That is correct.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's very similar, except in this case, there actually was no crime. No one had actually died, even the boy that committed suicide.
Except for the fraud, of course.
Wait, certainly is a fraud, and I'm not saying there ain't a crime.
And the victim.
Throw away the key. I could care less, but as long as I can film them throwing out the key, that's all I care about, so I can get my 10%. So I want you to consider the following. Even the boy that jumped off the building, the black boy, the gentleman, the singer, the singer.
Oh, yes.
Even that corpse was fake. They had taken cadavers out of the lockers like slabs of meat from the deli, and they put them in that house out there, and they had that party. They had them literally downstairs in the basement on ice during the party. Then at the end of the party, they positioned them out throughout the house. They put them clothes on them that they're wearing, all those, the girls with those tight little dresses, and those boys with those fancy shirts and suits and those ascots that they were wearing. And they put them on those things so they'd be found with their body and people would assume it was them. It was all a bunch of bullshit. They had thought this thing out for a year going forward. I don't know who thought, I don't know who the mastermind is, but someone is some evil genius in the group there, because I don't know what, dang, between homework and getting laid, I don't know how anyone thinks about that at 22 years old. But hey.
Diabolical.
It is
That's
diabolical.
the only word for it.
It's like Lex Luthor level diabolical. Damn. But I tell you, so I hear
it's humiliating, but also intriguing.
It's a bit intriguing, and the most intriguing thing about it, like I said, is season 2 and 3. If I get my hands on that filmmaker today, which about now I'm gonna meet that boy, he gives me a solid lead. I'll get on that plane, I'll go see those kids, and not only will I get an acquisition of that footage in return for probably providing them with counsel for their defense, and perhaps in the intervening in some of the district attorney's negotiations for plea bargains, but I will get their rights. I'll bring the contracts down here with me. I got my secretary right now drawing them up right now.
Pretending just for a moment that I am a ordinary man and not a very rich, not so ordinary man.
So that is impossible for me to imagine. But continue. I will participate.
I would be strongly tempted to watch such a show, I think.
You would be tempted to see what occurred on the island.
I believe I would become hooked on such a show, and I would watch that show, I believe, every week.
That is a remarkable statement, considering that these individuals whom you would devote an hour of your prime time viewing time to, that's remarkable to say that, because these people are responsible for you looking, and me looking like fools right now. But I'll tell you what, there's going to be some
realize that, but that is the curious part of this whole story.
It is curious. Won't you? I am dying to hear out of the mouth of these babes, because that's what it is, out of the mouth of babes, the truth of how they came to this, what brought them to this. Why not just go get a goddamn job, meet a nice girl, settle down, get a house and a dog and a white picket fence? I mean, is that so wrong? I mean, what is it? Well, what's all these kids wanting fame and fortune and wanting to be on the cover of People, and it's a disease. It's crazy. I mean, this whole business is crazy.
Moral vacuity. That's what it is.
They don't really, I mean, hey, I got the Bible in my hand right now. I'm telling you, I was reading scripture when you called.
I never read it myself.
I actually was thinking about getting the rights to that particular work, but then I heard it was a public domain, apparently, the Bible, because it was written by God. He doesn't
one problem at a time.
But you know that God's not even represented. You know that? It's amazing. I can't believe it. He doesn't even. You think he'd be with William Moss by now, but it's amazing they haven't gotten the mitts on him. So anyway, I know you got to go. So I was going to leave it at this. I'm going to go speak this filmmaker. I'm going to get to the bottom of all this, and I'm going to come back at you. I'm going to tell you everything. I'm going to disclose everything, and I'm going to bring back contract signed from wherever these people are, and I'm going to bring them back for that second season. And I'm going to double your profits, and this thing's going to do, a new cycle. We're going to be shit out like, yesterday's chicken, I'll tell you. This thing will pass, but the profits won't. The profits are going to stay on the bottom line, and that's where they belong. So don't you worry else or something. Go hit some ducks. Shoot me one of them ducks for you. And you rooting for Dale Earnhardt this weekend?
I'll be pretending those ducks are those young men and women.
If you pretend those ducks are those youngins, you're going to bag yourself 18, 21 of those ducks. And
one of them will be you, too.
I appreciate the sentiment, sir, but I will say this final thing. I heard Dale Earnhardt's got the poll this weekend. You rooting for Mr. Earnhardt? He's got Dale Jr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jr.'s got the pole this weekend, doesn't he? At the Brickyard. He's got the pole position.
Probably.
He does, right? I mean, is that who you're rooting for?
I do believe so, yes. I do believe.
I do believe he's got the pole. I do like him for that race. Could you spot me $100 if you do find a wagering gentleman down there? Put $100 on there.
I believe our connection is breaking up.
I believe our connection is breaking up too, and sir, I do appreciate you taking the time to call. I apologize for those reporters. If any of those reporters do call in the future, just refer them to my office, and I'll take all that away from you.
I will gladly do that.
I'll check in with you later, sir. But guess what? We're looking at season 2, and you can exercise that option. Okay, we got season 2 coming up. All right,
I appreciate it, but you are very lucky. I'm not in the same room with you right now,
sir. If you were in the same room, I'd shake your hand, and I'd also put into your hand.
You would not have the chance.
Sir, enough said. I respectfully decline to respond to that because you should have the last word anyway.
I'm still in shock.
So
but as I say, I am also intrigued.
Well, that is a contradiction in terms and a paradox that I myself feel.
Known as what is that word I look for?
It's one of those fancy southern words, northern words, whatever.
Yeah,
hypocrite.
Probably starts with a C. Most words do.
Yeah, some consonant. But I'll tell you this, sir. I'm telling you this. I'm fixing to fix it right away. So you got the right man's on the job. You know that. You know I'm going to solve this problem, and I'm going to spin this. I'm going to talk to Nikki Fink and all those columnists. I'm going to set them straight, and I'm going to make sure everything looks good, and I'm going to keep the distance from it. I'm going to say the buck stops right here at the CBC, and Brian, Comcast, NBC, Universal, and the whole conglomerate has
we got ourselves a season 2 and 3. We'll make season 2 The Island, season 3 The Trial, season 4 we'll put it in their jail cells. We got them. We own them for this and that's doing them online. So it's a bad day for PR. I swear it's a bad day. God damn it.
You have a good time.
We put that Confederate flag at half mast. I swear, I recognize that. But
it's starting to intrigue me a little.
Yeah, if you
it's like Kathleen Turner at the end of that movie Body Heat.
Another one of them older gentlemen mentioned Body Heat today when the man from Variety, that Army Archer fella, he called me about that. I said, Body Heat? What are you talking about? Body Heat? I haven't seen any picture before 1981. What's this Body? 1991.
Well, that's your mistake, Paul.
Wait, you tell me about that. What is this Body Heat reference everyone keeps making?
Kathleen Turner lured William Hurt into killing her husband. And he took the rap. Unbeknownst to him, she had made arrangements to leave the country. She wanted to live on a tropical island, just under her yearbook picture. And that is exactly what happened. He is in prison. She is on a tropical island.
So you're saying that an actual crime was committed by this gentleman, and he went to jail for crimes that she had manipulated him into committing.
That is correct.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it's very similar, except in this case, there actually was no crime. No one had actually died, even the boy that committed suicide.
Except for the fraud, of course.
Well, certainly is a fraud, and I'm not saying there ain't a crime.
And the victim.
Throw away the key. I could care less, but as long as I can film them throwing out the key, that's all I care about, so I can get my 10%. So I want you to consider the following. Even the boy that jumped off the building, the black boy, the gentleman, the singer.
Oh, yes.
Even that corpse was fake. They had taken cadavers out of the lockers like slabs of meat from the deli, and they put them in that house out there, and they had that party. They had them literally downstairs in the basement on ice during the party. Then at the end of the party, they position them out throughout the house. They put them clothes on them that they're wearing, all those, you know, the girls with those tight little dresses and those boys with those fancy shirts and suits and those ascots that they were wearing. And they put them on those things so they'd be found with their body and people would assume it was them. It was all a bunch of bullshit. They had thought this thing out for a year going forward. I don't know who thought, I don't know who the mastermind is, but someone is some evil doctor, evil genius in the group there, because I don't know what, dang, between homework and getting laid, I don't know how anyone thinks about that at 22 years old. But hey.
Diabolical.
It is
That's
diabolical.
the only word for it.
It's like Lex Luthor level diabolical. Damn. But I tell you, so I hear
it's humiliating, but also intriguing.
It's a bit intriguing, and the most intriguing thing about it, like I said, is season 2 and 3. If I get my hands on that filmmaker today, which about now I'm gonna meet that boy, he gives me a solid lead. I'll get on that plane, I'll go see those kids, and not only will I get an acquisition of that footage in return for probably providing them with counsel for their defense, and perhaps in the intervening in some of the district attorney's negotiations for plea bargains, but I will get their rights. I'll bring the contracts down here with me. I got my secretary right now drawing them up right now.
Pretending just for a moment that I am a ordinary man and not a very rich, not so ordinary man.
So that is impossible for me to imagine, but continue. I will participate.
I would be strongly tempted to watch such a show, I think.
You would be tempted to see what occurred on the island.
I believe I would become hooked on such a show, and I would watch that show, I believe, every week.
That is a remarkable statement, considering that these individuals whom you would devote an hour of your prime time viewing time to, that's remarkable to say that, because these people are responsible for you looking, and me looking like fools right now. But I'll tell you what, there's going to be...
I realize that, but that is the curious part of this whole story.
It is curious. Won't you? I am dying to hear out of the mouth of these babes, because that's what it is, out of the mouth of babes, the truth of how they came to this, what brought them to this. Why not just go get a goddamn job, meet a nice girl, settle down, get a house and a dog and a wife, pick a fence? I mean, is that so wrong? I mean, what is it? What's all these kids wanting fame and fortune and wanting to be on the cover of People? And it's a disease. It's crazy. I mean, this whole business is crazy.
Moral vacuity. That's what it is.
They don't really, I mean, hey, I got the Bible in my hand right now. I'm telling you, I was reading scripture when you called.
I never read it myself.
I actually was thinking about getting the rights to that particular work, but then I heard it was a public domain, apparently, the Bible, because it was written by God. He doesn't
one problem at a time.
But you know that God's not even represented. You know that? It's amazing. I can't believe that he doesn't even. You know, you think he'd be with William Moss by now, but it's amazing they haven't gotten their mitts on him. So anyway, I know you got to go. So I was going to leave it at this. I'm going to go speak to this filmmaker. I'm going to get to the bottom of all this, and I'm going to come back at you. I'm going to tell you everything. I'm going to disclose everything, and I'm going to bring back contracts signed from wherever these people are, and I'm going to bring them back for that second season. And I'm going to double your profits, and this thing's going to do, a new cycle. We're going to be shit out like, yesterday's chicken, I'll tell you. This thing will pass, but the profits won't. The profits are going to stay on the bottom line, and that's where they belong. So don't you worry enough or something. Go hit some ducks. Shoot me one of them ducks for you. And you rooting for Dale Earnhardt this weekend?
I'll be pretending those ducks are those young men and women.
If you pretend those ducks are those youngins, you're going to bag yourself 18 to 21 of those ducks. And
one of them will be you, too.
I appreciate the sentiment, sir, but I will say this final thing. I heard Dale Earnhardt's got the poll this weekend. You rooting for Mr. Earnhardt? He's got Dale Jr. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Jr.'s got the poll this weekend, doesn't he? At the Brickyard. He's got the pole position.
Probably.
He does, right? I mean, is that who you're rooting for?
I do believe so, yes. I do believe.
I do believe he's got the pole. I do like him for that race. Could you spot me $100 if you do find a wagering gentleman down there? Put $100 on
I believe our connection is breaking up.
I believe our connection is breaking up too, and sir, I do appreciate you taking the time to call. I apologize for those reporters. If any of those reporters do call in the future, just refer them to my office, and I'll take all that away from you.
I will gladly do that. I will gladly do that, sir.
I'll check in with you later, sir. But guess what? We're looking at season 2, and you can exercise that option. Okay, we got season 2 coming up.
I appreciate it, but you are very lucky I'm not in the same room with you right now.
Sir, if you were in the same room, I'd shake your hand, and I'd also put into your hand...
You would not have the chance.
Sir, enough said. I respectfully decline to respond to that because you should have the last word anyway.
I'm still in shock.
Sir, I'm
But
fixing...
as I say, I am also intrigued.
Well, that is a contradiction in terms and a paradox that I
It is
myself
what's
feel.
known as, what is that word I look for?
It's one of those fancy southern words, northern words, whatever.
Yeah,
Hypocrite. No.
You know. Probably starts with a C, most words do.
Yeah, some consonant. But I'll tell you this, sir. I'm telling you this. I'm fixing to fix it right away. So you got the right man's on the job. You know that. You know I'm going to solve this problem, and I'm going to spin this. I'm going to talk to Nikki Fink and all those columnists. I'm going to set them straight, and I'm going to make sure everything looks good. And I want to keep the distance from it. I want to say the buck stops right here at this agency. And Mr. Brian and Comcast, NBC, Universal, and the whole conglomerate had no knowledge whatsoever, just like I had no knowledge whatsoever, of the fraudulent nature of the fiction that was created, purported, Blair Witch style, to be some reality show when in fact they were alive and well. All right, so you have a good time this weekend?
You are starting to ball.
I'll catch you later, sir. All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, if you get time, if you have time before dinner, maybe you could hop on Google real quick and I mean it's no big deal. Just if you get a chance. I mean don't stress out over it and put in a search for.
You don't have anything that was suspicious, no figures, no people that showed up late, inexplicably, nothing.
No. These kids were going to be like the next big thing had this had gone according to plan. I mean, for the most part, they're getting exposure, but they're not getting the credit, that I think they are, that is, owed to them. If had they stayed alive, most of them, I guess, they would be reaping the benefits of what's going on right now.
That's true. That's true. In fact, that would be the ideal situation for them to enjoy the fruits of this. And
so that's why I said it, because you know what I'm saying. Because I don't know anybody that wouldn't want to be on camera. Even the most shy and ugly people in the world, they want to be on camera. Sure, we see them on TV all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't see what the big deal was. There was no problem with them being filmed. People are filmed all the time at parties or whatever it is, and
well, they have a right to their privacy. They have a right to their own lives.
Yeah, but when you're at a party, there's nothing that's private. There is no privacy at parties.
Again, I think you may have a couple civil suits from some parents that may contradict that, but that's not my